just look at those twin peaks. The one on the right looks like the moon. The one on the left looks like the surface of Mars. They're just so beautiful. This has to be one of the most breathtaking sights in Okami. And it actually looks better if we move back a little bit. If we go to the other side of the aristocratic quarter, it looks even more breathtaking. So let me go ahead and do that. Turn around here, and you see the first mountain. The smaller mountain to the left is a little bit hidden behind the skyline of the Imperial Palace, and also that gives us some scope as to how big the Imperial Palace is. But also, there's a new mountain right there with a little bit of graphical glitching. But when we can see it without the graphical glitching, like so, you can see another red mountain in all of its splendor. The white mountain's still the tallest, and it's definitely gorgeous, but it's even more beautiful when contrasted by the red mountain. That's just really, really pretty. And sometimes I have to take a moment or two to stop and just appreciate the beauty of this game, because it's very, very different from pretty much any game that I've ever seen. I've never ever seen a game that has an art style quite like this. It always looks like a painting. And if I wasn't rewarded by beautiful cutscenes every episode to use for thumbnails, I could just go anywhere and just like take a shot like this once of our gauges disappear. It's just really nice how beautiful this game is. So, anyway, I want it to be actually nighttime for something that I want to do. Hey guys and gals, I'm Pal, and welcome back to Okami. Last episode, we completed the Seon City monster list and got our gold dust. We haven't been able to use it yet, but I can guarantee you that there will be a weapon coming along soon that we can use it on. And we also got a new brush technique, Fire Burst, which allows us to create fire anywhere. Really useful. You guys should probably pick it up because that side quest gave us a lot of stuff, and it also it was a good side quest. It had a good ending, and it was just really good. We made people really happy, and also it made me hungry. But I won't spoil too much about last episode in case you didn't watch it, and if you didn't, go back and watch it. This episode, we're going to be going to Queen Himiko's palace, but first, and you guys are facepalming because you're like, oh, pal, you get sidetracked too easily, and it's not my fault. This game is too sidetracking. I can't help that it lures me into doing these things. It's just that good. No one could not do it. But anyway, what I want to do first is go around the aristocratic quarter and bloom these trees, because the commoners' quarters got a lot of love from us. We had done so many side quests in the commoners' quarters, and they're pretty much I don't think there are any to do in the aristocratic quarter that don't have to do with the story. So I feel like beautifying this is a good, simple way to give our thanks to the aristocrats who just sit in their houses all day and do nothing. So, yeah. Actually, first off, before I talk about what I was going to talk about, if you're wondering where Ben K went to, he is actually right there. He is fishing, and if you talk to him, you can fish, which is pretty useful if you want to grind for money without going through the monotony of fighting. Yeah, sometimes if you fight just to grind, it can get really boring, and fishing is a good way to mix that up, and the designers know that. That's why they put it in the game. But before we bloom any more trees besides that one, I would like to talk about a couple things. First off, if you look at our praise, we have 490. So I would like to go ahead and upgrade one of our divine attributes, which would be health. I want to upgrade one of my attributes, or a couple, because you can see the gauge at the top, the gauge that empties as we fill stuff. That isn't just like some cool thing to show that we have a lot of praise. No, it actually serves a purpose, and this is something that we would have found out the hard way really soon, and I don't want that to happen. Should that gauge reach its full capacity, should the number on the right hand part of the gauge reach 500, the entire gauge will empty, making us lose all of our 500 praise, and it will convert it into a lot of yen. Future Pal, put on screen right now about how much yen that is, if any wikis state it. It may depend on certain things, I don't know. But, yeah, it'll empty it and convert it into yen. I don't want that to happen, honestly. That is bad news bears. It's just really, I don't really like it. I get it for, like, once we upgrade everything and we can't use praise for anything else, we can earn money by getting praise. But for that to happen, I think that all of our attributes should be filled out for us to be getting money from praise. Because for me, if this system wasn't in place, I would love to just, like, I would love to fill up my praise thing, so get maybe 5,000 praise. I don't know if that's even possible or how much we've actually spent thus far, but I'd like to get pretty much like 5,000 praise, go through the entire game without using any of it, and then like use it all right before the final battle. That'd be pretty cool. But I don't know. Spoilers, there's the final battle. But what I'd like to upgrade, besides my rant here, yeah, I would like to upgrade my rant. I'd like to upgrade my health, and then I want to do so again, so we can get 12 units of health. Health, solar energy is the most upgradable stat in the game. You can see, you know, whenever we upgrade it, the amount for us to upgrade it again only goes up a small amount. It's very slight. Like, it went up 30 praise, because we can upgrade it a lot. So I would like to upgrade it a good deal from here on out. Next, I'll probably upgrade my wallet, but I don't have the praise for that. Also, off screen, at the end of last episode, or at the beginning of this one before I started recording, whichever way you please to look at it, I went to the Emperor and I purchased the golden ink pot. I would like to equip that over the wooden mat, because really the wooden mat's only useful for like the recovery after a big battle or demon gate, something like that. And so it's not really necessary to have equipped all the time. Plus, the golden ink pot is super useful because not only does it turn our ink gauge gold, but it also reduces the respawn time of our ink pots, by I believe 3 times. So it's a third of what it was. That's really good. So I can bloom these things so you guys can, come on, bloom it. Bloom it, so you guys can see how fast it actually respawns, which is really neat. I don't really need to upgrade my ink pots, even though I think I have like 2 upgrades left anyway, for a long time, because it's daytime and I don't want it to be. I don't want to upgrade my ink pots for a long time because I have pretty much 3 times the ink pots I had before, so it's not even necessary for me to continue on upgrading them. Okay, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and start blooming these trees. I'm not going to cut it out because I changed it to nighttime for a reason, so that we could find buried chests and stuff. And that's not buried. Okay. Buried chests and stuff. Okay, there are no chests in here. And the camera's wigging out. Okay. I just want to find all the secrets in this area while blooming stuff, because we will get a lot of praise from blooming this, and it will make this area look very pretty. So let me go and do so. One thing I can say that's completely unrelated while I bloom this, because I don't really need to talk about the process of me drawing circles. I just watched yesterday the movie Interstellar, and I know this is completely unrelated, but I have to say it was really fantastic. If you guys are looking for a movie to watch and you're thinking that none are out right now in theaters that are good, think again. Interstellar, man. Interstellar. It is really good. I should warn you that it's like, it's 10 minutes shy of 3 hours long, and that's really long for a movie. Like, it's long even for like a director's cut of a movie, for the extended edition. So yeah, you be forewarned that it is a very long movie, and you have to be very committed to the movie to sit through the entire length. But it's really good. Don't get me wrong, it's super good. Best movie I've watched this year. I don't know of any other good movies that are out right now, but there are some coming out, like The Hobbit. So yeah, there's my rant on movies. It wasn't really a rant. It was just my. It was my. It was 30 seconds of movie review with Pal. It's a new series that I'm going to be doing every Thursday. Yeah, it's actually not. Okay, let's go ahead and power slash that chest down there, and it's a exorcism slip L. Okay, haven't gotten one of those in a long time, and I don't really like buying them because they're expensive. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this, and we have almost ballooned everything. Then we can go into Himiko's palace. I apologize, but I like sidetracking. I like it a lot. Okay, Golden Peach. I actually, you remember was it last episode? Yeah, it was last episode. No. Was it? Yes, it was. Okay. I was thinking of the episode where we went to the dojo and got a bunch of stuff, but that was last time. Yeah, it was last time. Okay. Last episode when we did that, I had said I'm going to sell all my treasures. And I did, but I had actually taken the opportunity to see how much I could sell my golden peaches for, and I found out you can't actually sell golden peaches. I find it really dumb, because someone who's played through the game many times before, you know, now has these golden peaches that they don't need because they're that good at the game, and they can't get rid of them. I just find it really strange. Oh, perfect timing. I just find it... I just saw two ghosts right there. That was freaky. Okay, yeah, I just find it really... just weird. I was trying to think of a word other than weird, but I couldn't. You know, what you should be able to do, if you can't sell them for yen, because they would probably cost a lot of yen, you should be able to sell them at a Demon Fang Traders for Demon Fangs. That's what they should do, because then you could basically exchange them for like godly charms, and that'd be something I would sign up for. But either way, we are at Himiko's palace, so let's go ahead and go inside. Let's equip the fire tablet before we do so, because if you remember, there was a pit of lava inside, so we want to guard against that. I doubt I'll need the peace bell, honestly, for anything in here, so I'll equip the fire tablet over the peace bell, and then we can have this really cool orange aura. It's like Kaioken times awesome. Okay, let's go inside. Okay, there are no secrets for us to get, so we can just go straight up to the top. I'm assuming it's the top. It's probably the top. And we can cut away, just so they can show us they can give us a scale of how big tall this area really is. And also, there's a scroll here that wasn't in this area before. It's just it's basically reminding us that we have the fire tablet. And with the fire tablet, we can jump in lava and survive. I mean, we still have the swim gauge like we do with water, but we can swim in lava. Man, if someone could survive lava, that would be like the best way to bathe ever. First of all, if you could survive lava, it would probably be really comfortable. Like, could you picture, just picture for a moment, this is something to compare it to. Just like being in a bathtub with really nice warm water, and it's just really nice to chill, or in a hot tub or something like that. It'd be comparable to that, but also that would clean you. Like any germs you had on your body, it would just like burn away. Any dirt you had, it'd just be poof, gone. It'd be like you were brand new. I don't know where I was going with that. There are a bunch of doors here, and instead of just running through them kind of unepically, I think we should run through them epically with a theme song. Da 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 da. Here's the end. Okay, I won't go because it'd ruin the atmosphere more than it already has. Okay, now that we shook the lava off of our fur, we can now walk inside the throne room. We are here. Let's go. Confront Himiko. Hey, Ami. I bet that's Himiko. Looks like that freaky shut-in is praying or something. Heh, the security here was pretty tight, but nothing we couldn't handle. Yeah, you tell her, Ami. Benevolent Amaterasu, I've been waiting for you. And Isun, the traveling artist. You too, of course. Hey, how do you know our names? Anyway, first things first. You knew about that funky mist and the water dragon, didn't ya? You've got some explaining to do. Tell us what you're up to. My people, my poor people, their suffering torments me. Sickened by this mist and terrorized by the water dragon. The cries of their pain wash over me like a torrent. We know what's going on. You're tormenting the people of this city. You must be a monster feeding off the ill will it generates. Now, stop stalling and raise this grimy old curtain. Come on, show yourself, you old hag. Isun, your words are very harsh, but you are right. It was rude of me to hide my face from you. Benevolent Amaterasu, I, Himiko, the ruler of Seion City, offer my most sincere apologies. Queen of Seion City, Himiko. One look, and Isun is just on the ground, just like stunned by her beauty. I'll have to admit, she's pretty gorgeous, but like Isun just melts as soon as he sees any girl. As ruler, I can't stand by and watch my people suffer. I, Himiko, will not allow this evil to darken Seion. My prayers will not cease until we are rid of this curse. Until I have located the hateful monster's stronghold, Oni Island. You okay there, buddy? Okay, good. What's this about a monster stronghold? Are you saying that's the source of your city's problems? Can't say I've ever heard of Oni Island or whatever you call it. And what do you mean you're trying to locate the island? I mean, it's an island, right? It couldn't have just floated away. Oni Island is elusive. It vanishes each day at sundown, shifting to a new location. No one knows where in the vast, wide ocean it will reappear. So, even if I wanted to dispatch an army there, it would never arrive. You don't say. Still, why do you stay cooped up in this room all day long? I mean, what good will it do to simply pray day in and day out? She trying to mess with us? This is the treasured crystal ball. Good to know you're so creative with names, Himiko. My family, the Yamate clan, has ruled Seion City forever. This crystal ball has been passed down through the generations. I can foresee the future in it. It told me you were coming. And it will tell me where in the ocean Oni Island will appear next. Interesting. You could find Oni Island in a jiffy with that thing. Amaterasu seems pretty excited about it. Exposing a stronghold like Oni Island demands much holy power. But if our enemies knew about my prayers, they would stop at nothing to prevent me in my mission. That is why I have locked myself away. Prayers are our only hope. But the spearhead of the enemy's forces may already be on its way. Heh, that's a pretty good story, Queenie. But I'll go along with it. I mean, why not? I'd do anything for a pretty lady. if you know what I mean. Which actually has no other meaning, but he'll say it anyway. Just to make sure there's nothing left up to the imagination that he is himself. Ouch. Thanks for the warning. Be careful. You cannot approach me now. By taking this crystal ball in my hand, a powerful magical barrier is erected to dispel any misfortune. So he was intending misfortune. Or maybe just fortune for himself. You'll be struck down by divine forces if you try to approach. This crystal ball ensures my safety. Even if my enemies learn of my prayers, the barrier will protect me from their attacks. Then what was the need of you locking yourself up in your palace? Couldn't you just, like, walk amongst the citizens with the crystal ball above your head? I don't know, maybe that's too complicated. Amaterasu, I entreat you once again. Will you hear my request? The request of all of my people? Listen to what she has to say. Isun would probably say it sounds boring, but that way he gets to stick around her longer without just seeming awkward. And you know, I'm personally intrigued in what she has to say. So I guess that's just a very long-winded way of saying I guess so. The mighty water dragon now threatens the peace of the oceans. I don't know why it has suddenly turned to savagery. The water dragon is a sea god whose task is to maintain order. So, though it may cause harm, we invite chaos if we try to slay it. In fact, without the water dragon, Oni Island is beyond our reach. Why? What in the world is that supposed to mean? Actually, what in the name of Fibonacci is that supposed to mean? There you go. I have to be creative with my substitute curses, you know. I can't just say what in the world every time. Quit beating around the bush. Okay, I will. And just spit it out already. The key to reaching Oni Island lies in the water dragon. Even if the crystal ball shows me the location of the island's powerful shield will prevent us from reaching it. Any attempts to break the shield will only result in our own pain. But the water dragon could break the shield with ease. It could form a bridge over the sea to the island. So you're saying that you'll reveal the location of Oni Island, and the water dragon will break the barrier around it? Is that the only way to get into the enemy's stronghold? But what about the water dragon? It's out of control, right? I seriously doubt it'd be happy to help us. That is why I must ask for your help, Amaterasu. Of course. Your powers could calm the water dragon and get it to help us. I cannot leave this palace, for my prayers require all of my energy. You are the only one who can take on this important task. You gotta be kidding me. You want us to make friends with that rampaging water dragon? Well, I'd do anything for a cute babe, but if my boss here says no, I mean, there ain't much I can do. Well, boss, we gonna help Himiko or what? I don't know why Isun doesn't want to. Like, he didn't want to do this same situation with Rao. Like, it was the same exact scenario. He was just like, if the boss says no, then who am I to stand in the way? So, hint, hint, cough, cough, Ami, yes or no? Help me out here, buddy. But, like, you'd think he would want to help her. I don't know what his mindset is on this, but I personally find her story very convincing. So, of course, I also found Rao's very convincing, which it was, and there's no reason for me to mistrust her. Same with Himiko, except the fact that she has fire on her head, but that's no reason for me to mistrust someone. I mean, okay, I'll just stop stalling. Yes. Bummer. Well, the boss has spoken. Huh? What was that, Ami? Oh, Amaterasu, you are truly benevolent. So, I entrust you with this border key. Use this key to cross the border and continue into the land beyond. You obtained border key. It is said that there is a race which controls the water dragon. They live in the sea beyond the border, in the Dragonian domain. They may have some connection with the dragon's recent behavior. Please, calm the water dragon and open the path to Oni Island. Okay. That I will. This episode. You guys thought I was going to say next episode, but hey, we're not even low on time. So let me talk to her again and see what she has to say. She's very happy. She was not happy when we encountered her, which I guess we've done her a great service just by agreeing to help her. Benevolent Amaterasu, use that key to cross the border and continue into the land beyond. It is said that there is a race which controls the water dragon there, and she says the same thing. Okay, yes, I know. I will. Let's go. In the very Get Smart doors. Did I even mention that the theme song I said before was Get Smart? I don't know. Now look at the mess you've gotten us into, Furball. Well, at least we know who's been controlling that water dragon. Let's go pay the Dragonian domain a visit. Okay. And the camera wigged out on me, which is weird. And it wigged out on me again, locking my movement. Okay, so the area where we want to go is to the gates of Seon City, and if we take a right there, then it will bring us to a path that we have not trodden before, and that leads to the new area. On my way back, I decided, you know what, let's talk to Rao. We haven't talked to her in a good long time. I'd like to tell her that we finally met with Queen Himiko. Hey, babe. I had a word with Himiko. Judging by her face, I'd say she's not a bad apple after all. You were allowed an audience with Queen Himiko? I hadn't been able to meet with her recently. I'm certainly relieved to hear that she looks well. That's it? But I also hear the Water Dragon's tyranny has reached new heights. No trading ships can get through. The city's food is running low. And the evil besieging our fair land still looms large in the shadows. Well, you're not a downer at all. Sheesh. Can I hit you? Yes, I can. Oh my word. I forgot about that line. I forgot about that line. Isun, you are a terrible individual. Horrible. Let's just leave. I forgot how obsessed you are with this girl. Okay, let's go. Okay, here we are. The entrance to the new area is right down that path, but before I go, I would like to, before I go there, I would like to talk about something just real fast. There are a handful of enemies that I've missed in this area. I'm not going to be seeking them all out because, suffice to say, I couldn't find all of them. There's one enemy I could not find, and thus I don't want to show any of them. Actually, there are two enemies that I could find, so I don't want to show just like two of the ones I can't find and miss the other ones. I would like to just not do them all and show you guys the bios on screen. One of them is the Ubume, which we have fought before, and thus I don't feel like I should show it again. But at the time of us fighting it, we did not have its floral finisher, so I did not show the enemy bio. The Ubume is actually right down there in that demon scroll right over there, but that is one of the easier ones to find. So there's the enemy bio for the Ubume. Next is the Krotengu. We faced the Krotengu all the way back in Taka Pass, so long ago. We faced it when we found out that Mr. and Mrs. Cutter were actually demons. But we only saw it like one or two times after that, if any. And it's supposed to be in this area, and I've gone to so many demon scrolls trying to find it, and I cannot find it in this area. It's just really wacky. But we never got to fight it when we had its floral finisher. So there you go. Text box there. We have the Krotengu. Next are two of the Headless Guardians. There's the Halo Guardian, which is a carbon copy of the Blue Imp. This is why I did not show the Guardians, because they're just carbon copies of older enemies. Same strategy, different floor finisher, different look. So I decided just to show you guys the bios for these. The Halo Guardian is a copy of Blue Imps, like I said. There's also another Guardian that I believe is a copy of Black Imps? Yeah, Black Imps, pretty sure. Its name escapes me, but you're seeing the bio on screen right now, so it doesn't matter. And there you go. Those are the enemies that we missed. There are also some enemies that are not in this game, which I will not show the bios for those, because they're not in this game. I have no idea why I said that, but I just felt it was necessary to say that. And let's see. We have this new area here that we've never gone down this path, so I was never able to actually defeat this demon gate, but I will in one moment. There's a gate there, which presumably we have to use the border key. There are these horses, which I will feed or bark at and scare half to death and get 12 praise from. So we have 112 praise. We will be able to upgrade our wallet very soon, fairly soon. Well, since we're going in a new area, very soon. And then there's this demon gate, which I will show off. There you go. Because it only has a couple of enemies, and they're ones we've seen before, so I can defeat them in a flash. So, there you go. Thunder Ear is very easy to defeat now. And we can go and defeat it. Come on, defeat it. Come on, defeat it. Defeat. There we go. Power Slash, and then we can use Fire Burst on this. That's the reason why I decided to fight these, because I was like, did we just defeat it in one hit? No. Because we have Fire Burst, so we can get its forward finisher without needing a torch, which is really neat. So yeah, there you go. Battle over, and you can see how fast our ink will respawn once it starts respawning, which for some reason it's not. That's weird. I don't know why it wasn't respawning, but I don't really care, because we have restored this area and gotten 30 praise, so the reality of getting a new wallet, getting a bigger wallet, is even closer than before. And we also opened up a mermaid spring, which is pretty useful. I mean, I don't really need them anymore, but it's pretty useful. Okay, then there's this gate, which I'll talk to these guards next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. We did a lot of story elements this time around. But you know, that's fine. You have to mix story and side quest, especially since we had a lot of side questy things the past couple episodes. But that shouldn't be any longer. It should be. Also voice cracks a lot longer. But that shouldn't happen a lot for a while, because we're heading into a new area, and a new area means new enemies, exploration, stray beads, collectibles, a few side quests, story, and wonder, because a new area means beauty. So, I'll see you guys next time for PalPlays Okami. I release new episodes of Okami Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Saturdays are long episodes, and if you like this episode, then comment. If you don't like this episode, then comment and tell me how I could make next episode so that you would like it. That is really pretty. See you guys next time, as I stare at this really pretty rock. Wow. It's so pretty.